Hello guys, it's Joe Hunter, and today I'm gonna do my top 10 favorite anime characters. I would like to note, I'm sorry for not having as many characters on this list. Well, I have 10 at least, but like, I just haven't seen as many animes, and that will be changing very soon. But as of this time, but I would like to kind of just say my favorite anime characters as of now. So, let's start. Okay. Number 10, Reggie from Beyblade. Now, Beyblade is, obviously more of a kid's show, kind of like, Pokemon, Bakugan, and stuff like that. But, there are a few characters that are pretty cool, and Reggie has to be my favorite out of all of them, because, well, he destroys people when he knows he has the upper hand and is gonna win. He just starts destroying their bays. And I just think that is awesome. Again, this list will be filled with spoilers, so just be warned. Anyway, let's keep going. Oh, and by the way, with the whole spoiler thing, don't watch this. Just don't if you're watching any of these animes. So, Reggie basically, he fights 4 people. The first one is Hyoma. And, well, Rock Aries, his bay, gets destroyed. And then the next person he fights is you. Well, not you watching this. I mean, the guy's name is actually you. But, whatever. So, he uses Flame Libra. That thing gets destroyed. He's able to escape the battle using his Sonic Buster, I think it's called. But he's still very damaged. Then he fights Kenta with Flame Sagittario. And Flame Sagittario that thing is broken beyond belief because his claws are all gone. And finally he fights Jinga, the main protagonist, and of course, Jinga wins because otherwise the main protagonist would lose, and according to every show ever, that can't happen. Anyway, number 9, Spectra from Bakugan. Okay, so this character has got to be my favorite because for a long time it was actually shunned. But I'm like, you know what? No, Spectra just seems different. Like, he has more character development, to be honest. Like, he goes from being this guy who doesn't care about anyone, even his own sister. But then eventually, he actually works with a team, which is good. And actually, I don't know what happened here, but New Astroya, they had these Baku gauntlet things, and Dan and Spectra had, lightsabers that looked like come out of their gauntlets and, fighting each other. I didn't know what happened there, but whatever. But anyway, Spectra basically just starts off with Viper Helios, then Cyborg Helios. Then he goes to Helios Mark II, which is basically a robot, and yeah, same with Cyborg, but Helios Mark II is basically the second version of the Cyborg Helios. But then, he doesn't come into Daily Invaders, but in Actinium Surge Arc 1, he actually comes back, and he changes Helios' attribute. Now he is Infinity Helios, and he has this Helios has a huge disc. I think that's really cool. But anyway, let's just get to number 8. Number 8, Ikato, from Shugochara. Now, when it comes to Shugochara, I don't really think of the characters. I don't know. I just like everything, but it is my third favorite anime, but my favorite character only makes number 8 on this list, unfortunately. But he is awesome. I mean, and these are my top 10 favorite characters of all time. I mean, I might not have seen as many animes. I've probably only seen 15 or so. But I mean, there's not just one character per anime, there's many. Over 5, obviously. Sorry on my cough, but, which you just get a ton. And so, Ikuto, I don't know why, but I always see him as an awesome character, so probably just end it there with him because I don't really know. Let me actually get a drink. Maybe that'll help my cough. I think that helped, hopefully. Okay, there we go. So anyway, number 7, Sasuke from Naruto Shippuden. Now, I know, I probably like him better from the normal, but he's gotta be my favorite in Shippuden. There was one character to top him in the original, so in Shippuden, I thought he's pretty cool too, because, I don't know. I just don't know. I really like his fight with Killer Bee for some reason. I don't know why I like that fight so much, but... And I don't know, I just feel like he's awesome, because... I'm not a good explainer, I'm sorry. Especially for this character. Number 6. I actually couldn't decide from characters from Gurren Lagann. So what I did is I put in the original kind of 3 people. As you know, Simone and Kamina were the original 2. And then Yoko came. Those 3 were probably my favorite just because, I mean, Simone, he kind of just... Originally, he wasn't as good, but after a certain event happened, which I'll explain in a minute here, he came a lot cooler. Now, Yoko, she's Yoko. That's all I have to say. And then, Kamina he was basically the determination of them. After his death, that's what I think made Simone better. But, Kamina, after that, it basically just gave Team Gurren their courage, and determination, so yeah. On to number 7. Or, no, 5. Whoa, I'm going backwards. Remember how I said a couple minutes ago how in the original Naruto there was a character better than Sasuke? Well, that character would have to be Neji. Neji was, to me, he was really interesting with the whole Byakugan thing. Now, I know Hinata has it too, but she's just not as cool as Neji. And just to see, like, I don't know what it is about him. He's just awesome. Especially his fight with Kidomaru. I mean, originally, kind of, you don't know who's going to win, but then it starts more looking bad for him, because he's got stabbed in the back, he's got, like, couple arrows pierced through him. I mean, you think he's probably gonna die before Kidomaru dies, but no. He's able to kill Kidomaru. I thought Neji died there, but nope, he's alive. Don't worry. Now, number 4. Death the Kid from Soul Eater. Now, this is one of those things where you really have to think, because Soul Eater, there's just so many good characters. But Death the Kid has to be my favorite, because now he is pretty funny with the whole, symmetry thing, and just a funny character. But when he wants to, he can just be awesome, to be honest, to say the least about him. Like, he'll mess everyone up. Like with with Liz and Patty, which are basically his twin pistols. Oh dear Jesus, he takes everyone out with them. Well, maybe not everyone, but most of the time. I don't know. I mean, at the end there, toward the end, you know how like he was, well, if you've seen Soul Eater at least. He basically was, trying to take out the, Kishinazura when he was in that huge form. And then eventually, after he's using his soul resonance, he's about to put everything into that one shot. He gets like stabbed basically with that string or whatever. I don't know what hit him, but something did. And then like you think he dies, and then all of a sudden he just comes up. His eyes are completely blue. He's still knocked out, but somehow he's like, I think his soul like resonance or whatever is like coming back and like reviving him. And he just comes up, and he has that whole Shinigami soul resonance thing going on. And his resonance rate, like, you know how, like, if he does the soul resonance, the pistols turn into cannons? His resonance rate was at 2,000%, and the cannons turned, like, holy crap, were enormous and gold, and, like, and that's how Kishinazura is. And then, like, after he takes the shot, he falls, but I don't know what happens after. Like, well, he doesn't really do much after, I guess, because, you know. Then Black Star and Maka take over. And then Black Star goes down to Maka. But anyway, I'm just not going to keep explaining that. But it basically gets Kishinazura out of that huge form. So that's good. Now, on to number 3. Okay. I had a tie. Again, just like you were on Logon. This time it's in Deadman Wonderland. With Ganta, Shiro, and Crow. Now, at first I was going to do Shiro because, I don't know, I just really like Shiro. But then I'm like, you know, Crow's pretty cool, and then, you know, Ganta was pretty awesome. So yeah, anyway, we'll start with Ganta. Now, I really feel bad for him since he was basically blamed for killing his entire class. And he's in that prison, Deadman Wonderland, and it's just horrible for him. I mean, and I always thought of him not as good, but at that last scene there, where that, like, it almost looked like crystals around, like, his arm and part of his face, and he had that crazy, huge, like, bomb thing, Dead Man Bomb, whatever that was, and right there is where I really knew that he was awesome. And then Shiro, kind of more the mystery behind her. Like, I always liked Shiro's character, but like the mystery that she was the one who killed the class, and she has like an alternate personality. I thought that was awesome. And then Crow, I like him because he likes a fair fight. He's not someone who's just gonna go. He won't just usually kill someone in a second. He uses those blades on his arms to try to kill him, but things get out of hand, like that one time. He used that thing where he stretched out his hands, and there's, like, the dead man stuff in there. And he kills everyone around him. Now, that was awesome. So, anyway, on to number 2. Number 2 is Lucy from Elfen Lied. Now, how can Lucy not be somewhere on this list? I mean, I had to put her at the number 2 spot. It might just be because I just watched that anime like a week ago, but still. I don't know what it is. Well, actually I kind of do, but she's probably the coolest character. Like, I mean, I have a different favorite character, obviously, because this is only number 2, but to be like the coolest or strongest character to me, she'd have to be it. But now, anyway, so, sorry about that. She has vectors, and she's a Diclonius. Diclonius are basically, people usually, it seems like they always have pink hair. I don't know why, it just always seems like they do. And they have horns on their head, which is probably the main thing. And they have vectors, invisible arms, which now it depends how many they have. They could have 4, or they could have like 26. They could reach up to like 2 meters, or they could reach anywhere. And finally, their speed. The speed can be anywhere from like, you know, I don't know, per se, 10 miles per hour to just speed of light. Um, she was just great. Now, she would have been a lot closer to like my number one spot. Only reason she's more far back. Now I know number one and she would have been number two anyway. But the vectors can be pierced by 50 caliber weapons. That's the only thing I don't like. But she is, I don't know. She just kills people. Like, I mean, but before I just say she just goes on a killing spree for no reason, it's because of how she was treated as a kid. And everyone just didn't, no one liked her because she had horns on her head, basically. And I think what really drove, like, the first time she was really driven to kill with her vectors, when, when she was a kid, and she got a puppy, right? Okay, that's really good that she has a puppy. At least that was the closest thing to a friend she had. And a girl finds out. You know, and Lucy tells her, don't tell anyone about this. So, you know, it seems like she's not gonna tell. But then she tells the group of three kids who absolutely hate her. And while one kid basically pins her down, another kid starts hitting the dog against the wall. And the last kid gets a vase and starts, like, just smashing the dog, eventually killing it. Now, in that room, there's the one girl who told the three boys, the one who's pinning her down, the one who threw it against the wall, the one who used the vase to kill it. All four of them are in the room, plus Lucy. She uses her vectors to kill all of them. Now, if I were her, and they're, like, kind of set of mind right there, I would probably do the same exact thing. Anyway, now, number one. Everyone, like the whole SOS Brigade from the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. I literally couldn't pick out of the SOS Brigade who was my favorite. They all just work well together. I said to pick them all. All have a unique kind of character. Haruhi is the really energetic one. Kion is like the narrator, and he's more of the relatable character. Nagato basically kind of keeps them all together, and like if anything gets out of hand, she'll handle it, so that's always good. Then there is Mikuru, basically a fan service character, but why not? She's not just a fan service character with the whole time traveling thing. It does make her pretty interesting. And then finally, Koizumi, who to me, he's just a pleasant character overall. So anyway, what is your top 10 favorite anime characters? Or just your favorite, I guess. Please let me know in the comments. Anyway, comment, thumbs up, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.